Welcome back to the Broken Sword episode
5.
I don't remember what episode this
my
is.
god, dude.
You could add it in post,
Looks
like maybe
down
with
at
a like
feet. You're gonna have
AI
to just
Siri
what?
voice. AI
How
Siri
about you
voice,
just
like
say 1, 2, 3,
number
4, 5, 6,
5.
7, 8, 9, 10. Bamch. Anyway, welcome back,
Okay,
everyone.
1. Okay. Let's go to Nico's apartment.
It was probably what those thugs were
Okay,
looking for.
what?
Oh, dude, you were right. Okay, now I gotta shove it up my bum. What do I do for real though?
Click it, I
Light
guess.
it on fire. Just kidding.
Bro.
Put it in the tissue, then shove it up my bum. No. What should I do with it?
Can you click it and see if there's any options after you click it? Okay.
There's no options, ma'am. It just be hopping.
I don't know. Maybe there's a back way out.
Maybe I could jump out the window and break my
Dude.
ankles. Let's try that.
To the wall.
To the window, to the floor, to the floor. To the bleeding in my knees. All right, let's jump down here. Nice.
No
The cobbles of the
fucking
alleyway
shot.
looked very distant and very hard.
Go fuck yourself. You would not. You're a bitch. You would. Why would you make George even think about that? You would not do that yourself.
I could jump on this like a pogo stick. I have no idea what to do.
Too bad there isn't like, you know, oh well.
Dude, we are not consulting a walkthrough. We're doing this vanilla. Oh, wait, I got it. I used my noggin. Hold on. You want to see this? This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient
Damn it.
manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons
Yes.
waiting outside.
Yo, I'm so smart. I swear, like my brain is so huge.
The hume just.
I have the hugest brain ever. Making me look like Jimmy Neutron. Dude, I'm so smart. I can't believe I thought of that all on my own. All right, let's go downstairs and let's go outside so that those guys could like harass us.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flat.
You won't find nothing.
You won't find
Nothing,
nothing.
Okay, let him go.
Quick pop quiz. Can you name all these flags?
Japan. Anyway.
Ain't no way. That's France. The country we're in.
Anyway.
Wait, you can keep going. You definitely know this flag. Come on.
Is that the old the old Civil War America flag? The
And
13 countries.
Opens a trapdoor under you. In order: Japan, France, frickin' the United Kingdom, right? Oh no, United Kingdom, right? Huh? Anyways,
The way you think
America,
this shit's staying in
Germany,
the Let's Play.
Italy, and Swiss. What?
The way you think this shit's staying in the Let's Play.
It's so staying in
If
the Let's Play. Come
manuscript was
on.
what Flap and Guido were after, they were gonna be
Please.
disappointed.
I'll think about it.
I couldn't
Editor
wait to
Bun,
get back to Nico's apartment
do
and
what you
check it out.
must.
No, they need to find out about your
Editor
IQ.
Bun is pissed at us,
Hi,
dude.
how are you?
I've
Oh, hi. Come in, Jules.
I'm giving you gold and you're cutting it all out.
fucking naming off flags. Shut up.
Because you couldn't name
Gold.
it.
Wow, gold.
Girl, let's ask about her. We're here to flirt.
How are you,
boyfriend?
baby?
Not anymore.
Oh!
There was someone. A
Yo,
guy in my final
he-
year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh, dude, he like straight up went for it.
Yeah, he's in
I
there.
like this. I like this. Let's keep
Tell me
going.
more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Aww.
Low key, Nico's hair is so crazy, but only a French woman would be able to pull that off. She's so chic that she could pull it off, but like if I
like,
suddenly got the
lives
haircut,
and
or like
breathes
any
chic.
American woman,
Yeah.
yeah, she so does. Like if any American woman got that, they'd look insane. It literally looks like someone grabbed the back half of her hair and chopped it all off. But like she makes it work. Let's ask about the clown.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Why is she giving you bedroom
Research,
eyes? Oh, never
George.
mind.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh. Well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Damn.
I love them.
We're
They're
trying
so
to-
catty.
I know, right? I was gonna say like both of them were kind of just like so catty to each other. Okay, let's do the
You're just
manuscript.
not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
I should have
Bro.
shown her that before doing.
This
It's
music.
a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the
It's
U-book.
medieval.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
At bottom right is he looking in
That's
the mirror
us.
and asking what the fuck
Oh,
is
yeah.
wrong with me.
Maybe they
Huh?
couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the
What?
Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
Wait,
I learned
what are
about them while
Templars?
writing an article on the Crusades.
You're about to learn.
Okay, I'm just saying that's
This
us in the
guy,
middle. Oh my gosh.
named Used to Pay In, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez.
Whoa.
So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be
The
discovered?
cut.
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be
100
investigating a
years.
serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
Why is Nico looking at
You'd
us like
better
that?
leave it here for safekeeping.
She looked like I Show Speed, like trying not to laugh. I see you, Speed. Why are you laughing? Anyway,
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be real. Whoever
um,
did that audio mixing for the whatever FMV, the movie,
Yeah, that was
whatever,
insane.
they thought they were cooking. That shit was awful. Anyway,
that was like blown out. It was what's it called? It was compressed and then blown out. It was crazy. Like, even I'm not even an audiophile, and that was insane. That was bananas.
Yeah.
All right. So we already established that's me and you in the middle.
Yeah, we guide everything. We guide all existence. You're the stench and I'm the clean. You're the lying
Fuck
dingus
you.
and I'm
You're
the
the
truth
stench.
bingus.
Well, we have to exist in Zen and harmony.
I know.
So you're like lying and stenchy, and I'm clean and truthful.
No, fuck off. All right,
Yes,
let's continue.
that's exactly. Okay. So if I understood the story correct, it's the Templars or whatever were like kind of soldiers that protected that group of people that would come to immigrate, or Christians that would come to immigrate, and they would seek, like, I don't know, refuge or whatever. So they would protect people that were coming seeking refuge, and the king would pay them handsomely. But then something happened, and then
Is it
like
pretty much
they
the
started being
Catholics from
persecuted and killed.
Shogun?
I feel like that's the case, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Like, because they were talking about the Crusades, right? Like,
Yeah, and that's exactly what
because
they're
Christian
doing.
missionaries were,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
spreading the holy word and
Christianity.
making lands their own.
Yeah. So the Templars basically accumulated a lot of wealth until they were being persecuted themselves and like being killed off due to the Inquisition? Question mark? I don't know. I like, my ADHD didn't allow me to like grasp the whole story. But basically they left behind a treasure, and that's what they're trying to look for, right?
I'm no better. Looks down at feet. Moving forward.
I think that's it though. Okay, at least I kind of know what a Templar is, kind of, sort of. All I know is that they were rich at one point, then they got persecuted and killed off,
Well,
and
they're
then they
knights
hid their
of
treasure.
the Templar. They're not the Templar,
Right.
they're knights of the Templar.
Right, Knights of the Templar. Yes, yes.
Good.
The rest of these graphics do not make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. Oh, I could click on them. Okay. This guy with the orb.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
Okay, he
You
knows how to
speak
read Latin.
Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
What the
Why
fuck?
she digs his
Dude, what the
cattiness.
fuck?
He's low-key a dick, but she's like into it.
She's a dick too, though. Like, don't you remember like the
She
first
is.
episode? I love them. They're so
I feel like he's
us-coded,
more of a dick,
blinks at
though.
you. I
She'll-
mean, what? Fuck you, Bappa. Anyway,
Papa Pomka you. I feel like she's less of a dick though, because she's like telling him about like her grandpa and
No.
stuff, and then he's like, "Oh, he's so weird," and she's like, "What the hell? Don't talk about my grandpa that way."
I feel like
Like-
if you were to talk about his family, she would be the same way. She'd be like,
Maybe.
what the
I
fuck?
feel like she would be gentler.
Nah.
There's
What's
a
more
guy
about
with a
this?
sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Okay.
There's a
I don't
guy
think I'd
working on a
like to be a
loom.
bull,
He's
even
weaving
if my
a
dick
carpet
was
or a
9
tapestry.
feet long.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place.
That's what I got
reckon.
from that,
Somewhere
too.
famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Ooh.
Okay. This one.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't
How old is
frighten
he?
me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I
Fuck
didn't
no.
like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Like our parents' age, more or less.
What year is this set in? Because that doesn't make any sense. How
late
did he
80s.
see Snow White in theaters?
He's like in his 30s. What are you talking about?
Didn't Snow White come out in the 1920s?
Yeah, so
Disney
if he was
Snow White.
so if he was a kid and he watched it, Didn't he say he watched it on TV too?
No, he said he watched it in theaters, that his mom had to
Oh.
carry him out of the theater.
Let's see.
Yeah, he'd be like 60 in the 80s if that was the case. Sorry, I was also counting like on my fingies. Okay, I'm gonna exit while you look for the answer because that's insane if that's true.
Look there, two guys on the same horse. Let's
Us.
face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these
Yeah,
things.
Who do
1992.
you suggest? Indiana Jones?
So that
I know a guy who specializes
White?
in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it.
wait, no, never mind.
Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kron Museum. I'll give you the address.
She's kind of a slay. She just like sits there all day and gives him information to fetch like a dog, and he does it.
Let's take another look at the
I mean, what?
manuscript.
Fuck you.
Bumka you. I don't think there's anything else to look at here. I mean,
Look there, two...
okay, how do I go back? Oh no.
They're between another night through my. There's a guy. There's but the.
Yeah, I think
have
that's
to
enough.
go.
Okay. Don't
I
forget
have
to
to
I didn't
go.
show her the other items.
Oh my god, you
Wait.
didn't show her the manhole cover opener. What the fuck are we ever going to
Yeah,
do?
wait, hold on. I have to show you this manhole cover. Opener.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
Oh, she digs
Oh,
us.
yes.
She'll totally dig my manhole opener cover thingy. What about this?
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
Why'd she entertain the idea? All right, I'm gonna show you the
I found
card.
this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room.
Play.
It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address? That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir.
I already showed her the clown nose in the picture. She gave me the picture. The used napkin. I don't want to like hurt
I
her.
have
So.
to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kron Museum.
All right. Let's go.
Doesn't
What
give
was
a
it called
year.
again?
What?
Snow White? Disney Snow White? It should be like super available for you to look up. Hold on.
I'm looking
I'll look
about
it up
what
for you.
year this plot takes place in.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm guessing the year that it was released, which is 2009, right?
What? This was not released in 2009. This was released in
The
1996.
director's cut? Oh, okay.
No.
1996. Okay, then see what he still said don't make no damn sense. Let's talk to the security guard.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no.
Wait, he like
Exactly, you're
fucked up
mistaking me
him.
for him. No.
Yo, why
I
he
am
have a
his
Hitler
deputy
stash?
Custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but
I don't even
as
know if
can
you could
see
cut out what I
for
said
yourself,
because I
not
talked over them.
today.
I
Alright.
can.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know
Crocs?
anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
How does he not know he works here? I don't want to show him a manuscript.
Thanks
Sorry, dude.
for your help. In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust.
Ooh, that's
It was
the...
identical to the
Yeah.
tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory.
Ireland. What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice
Damn,
down.
ho.
I'm
Let me be
sorry,
excited
I
about
was
history.
excited.
The tripod. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. I don't know why I thought I wanted to, but I don't. What is this? What? That's crazy. I've never seen a contraption like this. Wait, I can't open it again? What is he doing?
He's making sure you don't steal because you're fucking shady.
Oh. No, but I opened this.
Oh. 1937 it came out.
Oh, nice. Okay. Dude, he transported back. Did you see that? That was crazy.
So this is taking place in like the 50s or 60s maybe.
Watch out!
He's not dressed like
You
that.
have that done on
What
top
era
of
would you
us.
say he's dressed as?
Well, his jeans are ripped, right? No, they're not. They seemed ripped. I don't know. He's actually dressed pretty neutral. He's too casual dressed for the 50s. Like, I highly doubt, like, this would not really be acceptable wear in the 50s,
And this doesn't
maybe?
feel
I
like
don't
the
know.
70s. So this is the 60s.
His haircut also doesn't feel very 60s or 50s. Yeah, that's not a 50s haircut. Or even a 60s.
So that dialogue was
It might
just
pass for a
bullshit.
70s.
Unless they were
there-
playing Snow White. And... Wait, when did the second one come out?
That's a good question.
Leave it alone.
You got me
That
fucked
closet
up.
is over 3,000 years old.
Because why would he say something like that?
Closet?
I saw Disney's
It's a
Snow White in
sarcophagus.
theaters. That's crazy.
Right? There was the original and then they made a second one. Am I fucking crazy?
Of Snow White?
Yeah.
No, they never made us. I mean, they might have made like a movie to video, home video second sequel. I can speak. But yeah,
Okay, so they probably just
not in
showed
theaters.
it like remastered or whatever the fuck. This probably takes place in like the late 80s, early 90s. I would say late 80s by his haircut and the way he's dressed.
I agree. Yes, yes. He looks like freaking what's his face from The Breakfast Club. I forgot his actor's name, but he plays Brian. He's like dressed exactly like him. Michael Anthony Hall. Anthony Hall Michael? Michael Anthony Hall. Yes. Okay, I think that's enough. I mean, I didn't find anything here. I don't know what else to do. Should I show this guy
Pardon
like
me.
Oui, monsieur?
should I show him? Ooh.
Can you give
okay.
me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
John D.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Esperamos.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study
first
chemistry
in your
at school?
general
Yeah,
direction.
but we skipped over thaumatology.
You're the worst. Freaking hate
Can I
them.
take a closer look at the tripod?
What?
I've never
Why do
seen
you
it.
hate
Get it
it? Oh
out
my
of the
god,
case.
you're such a fucking hater
no.
of such
That
good
tripod
shit.
is protected by
I'm a professional
sophisticated
hater.
surveillance system.
That's what I do.
How
Yeah,
sophisticated?
you love the
A
shit that should
painfully
be
loud
hated.
alarm bell.
It's hard work, but someone's got to do it. Wait, what? Let's trip the alarm.
Wait, what?
How is the alarm bell triggered?
by the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to
He
call
like
your
looked at
alarm
the
system
camera like, is he really
sophisticated
telling
is,
me everything I want to
well,
know?
stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
I could totally steal that. Let's distract
Thanks
him.
for your help.
I don't wanna wait another. I'm cutting that out.
Aww.
Sorry,
As I
it's
reached
just
Damn
the
it.
display case, a shrill piping filled the air.
Aw, I messed
froze,
up.
Then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No. No.
Okay.
Not
Wait, okay. Wait, yeah, there we go. Wait, got it.
No. No, monsieur. No.
What's wrong?
You must not enter the exhibits.
I'm sorry.
He's like, no. Wait, he was like totally distracted.
Now, what did I tell you about touching the exhibits?
Was it you can touch all you want so long as your hands are clean?
Not quite, monsieur.
Get comfy,
It was,
everyone.
"Do
He's gonna
not
press this
touch,
thing about
not
50 more
ever."
times.
Oh yeah, that was it.
It'll work one of these times. Okay, listen. How about I hit him over the head with my manhole cover opener?
How about
What if I buzz him? Right? No, it's not working. Right? No. Right? Yeah?
what the fuck?
Pardon me.
He's
Oui,
like
monsieur?
teleporting.
Yeah, he like teleported.
Would you like
Yeah,
to
he
shake
keeps
my hand?
teleporting.
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
All right. Hold on. I think I got this.
Thanks.
Wait,
for
you can
your
tell him
help.
about the paper? About the scroll?
Yeah,
Pardon
but
me?
he's not. He's
Oui,
like a
monsieur?
security guard. He didn't even know about this
Do
thing.
you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur.
Told you.
I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Where is he? Monsieur Labano.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm gonna show
Have you
him
ever
these
heard of the
match.
Club Alamut?
This
Oh
matchbook.
no, I don't frequent places like that.
Okay, so he does know. Freak. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
What should I do?
Probably have to like knock something over and be like, oh no.
Well, he seems really interested in this thing. Like, because he teleports to it. Let's try to use like the buzzer on this. No. Oh, okay. Well. Maybe the card?
I believe in you.
No.
You can figure it out.
The matchbook?
You got
No.
this.
Manhole cover.
Fun brain
No.
dead.
Who said that? Did you hear that? That was a sheep.
That was a goat.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oui, monsieur.
You're just sheeple. Sheeple.
Watch
all of
out!
you.
You'll have that done on top of us.
Yo, I'm just like creating chaos in his tiny little museum. Like this guy has never been stressed
And he's perfectly fine
a day in
with
his life
it.
until I came along.
No way.
Yo, rip.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
I'll just take a nap. I have my Game Boy with me. The Game Boy Color just came. Oh wait, no, this is never mind.
Aw. I was like, oh, he could be playing Tetris.
I think yeah, the Game Boy's out by now. If it's the late '80s, right?
But he can't see it in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not unless he
No,
bought
mister.
the accessory for it.
No.
Okay.
Did they have accessories like that for the OG Game Boy?
Oh fuck yeah, they did. They made bank on that shit too. I remember having the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance, but I had little lights that you had to like
Yeah, I had the
strap
lights
to
for my
it.
Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
love
I had
that.
a little magnifier for it too.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
My cousin had that,
it came
but I had
with
the light.
yeah, it came with the light.
I never got mine with the magnifier. I just got it with the curly light. I really don't know what to do here.
I got that for
I'm
the color.
stuck.
Oh, that was the Game Boy Color light.
Game Boy Color light.
Yes, a light accessory for the Game Boy Color. Oh. Yes.
Oh. Yo, help me. Something has to happen in this episode. Help me. Oop,
Oh, you
is
want
Bat
me to
gonna help
look at
us
the
save us?
thingy?
No, monsieur.
Yes.
No. Okay, okay.
Maybe I need another, like, something else.
Let's see. Did you examine the
I think
tripod
maybe
in the center of the room? Yes, you did.
I did.
Okay, you really want to know what you need to do?
Yes.
You got to go back to Nico's apartment and tell her you're going to Ireland.
Yo, is she gonna follow me to Ireland?
I doubt it. Like you said, you're a golden
She has
retriever,
to.
and she's your cold-hearted a French love.
Hi. I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No, he wasn't there.
No, she has to come with me. She's my GF. Dude, why does this clown keep popping up in conversations?
Have you found out
I'll
any
ask.
more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
I just realized, what is this? Is she drying her clothes on this, like, whatever this is? What's happening here? She can't be, because she's like too short to reach here. So how would that make sense? What is this? Like an art installation? It's bizarre.
I found the tripod.
That's where she hangs
In
her
the
clothes
museum.
to dry.
It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up
Right,
in
but
Ireland
she,
at a place
look at
called
the height
Lochmar.
of that thing.
I have heard of Lochmar. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Damn, dude, he's such a dick.
Excavating the
No,
medieval
I
castle of
write
Lochmar.
it.
That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Lochmar must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same,
Ooh.
I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Hell yeah.
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up
What?
the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's Dam is important, why don't you visit Lochmar?
On
Girl.
my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is
Come
Ireland
with me.
exactly?
Aww. Whatever. All right.
Go,
I have
boy.
to go.
Okay.
Go get
I'll
your
see you
master
later.
her trinkets.
Leaves with my tail tucked between my legs.
That's how it
Well,
should
okay.
be.
Well, folks, I guess we're visiting Ireland in the next episode.
Oh my god. I don't want to go to Ireland. I wish we could stay here with the bay. Whatever.
I wish we could take Nico with us.
She don't want your ass.
Whatever.
You're too stemshy.
Cries.
Bye.
Bye, guys.